All right, guys, welcome back to ESL TV for the Black Monster Cup. We have the French Qualifier Semifinal, number 1 of 2 coming up today, as well as the Grand Finals a little bit later on. And as you can see, we're going straight into a pause, and it looks like teams might be ready here. The Garen actually is a legitimate pick here, and it will be in that top lane, I'm assuming, by MY. And I will say this now, guys, for you at home, I am doing the camera, I am doing the casting, I'm doing all the graphics, so the in-game spectating might be a little bad. I'm just gonna point that out right now. So hopefully it's not too bad in the end. But let's go over the lines for you guys. For Worldest, we have MYW, we have KSBNZ, I can't even say his name. And we have Lunatics, Zeddy, and Sottlekill. Over on the side of SU, gonna be on that red side for SkillsUp. We have Calamity, Hypnos, Vince, Rika, and Larkson. And I like the Hypnos because I'm thinking of the Twitch Plays Pokemon stream in my head right now, where I don't even know where they are anymore, but I'm hoping it's done soon. But I don't think it really will be. Elite 5 going to be very difficult. I'm sure you guys have seen that at home quite a few times. But let's see how this one kicks off. We can take a look at the items real quick. We do have Lunatics starting off with pretty much a standard build in middle. Going for that Crystalline Flask plus those health bots. Going to need that one quite a bit to just survive here. And I really want to keep an eye on Hypnos on that Kha'Zix in the jungle. I want to see how well he actually pulls this one off, because he can, in my head, at least dual Pantheon quite a bit if he doesn't want to go for some sort of invade. Should be able to go head-to-head against him and pretty much out-damage him as long as he doesn't get too low and get that 100% crit active for BNZ. And also the top lane for MyW, using that Garen. I mean, he's using the wrong skin, I will say that. He's not using the Steel Legion Garen, so I'm a little bit disappointed. But he's Challenger, so we can let that one slip. I have a new term, caplaning something up. Oh, God. I can't even read the rest of that, but I can assume what you're saying. All right, so it looks like we're going to have another bit of a pause here, a little bit of lag on the side of Larkson. I think this will be sorted shortly, and I still have high hopes. I might knock on wood. And I might knock on wood that we might not have any delays throughout today's show. We started off really well, not too behind schedule or anything. And compared to the last 2 qualifiers we did, where we had about a 2-hour delay on the Spanish qualifiers, this is going pretty well so far. So let's hope, so I'll knock on wood at home, that it'll continue that way. And it looks like things have been sorted out here.
I've got a lot of weight on my shoulders. I could do this for hours.
Of course, you got to do that taunting that you always do in the beginning of the game. Even Larkson's going for a little bit of a laugh. So I want to see how this game is going to kick off. And I want to see bottom lane for SkillsUp. You have the potential to really be aggressive, but I'm assuming they don't want to be. There's no point in being aggressive bottom lane against that Leona. So they're probably going to play a little bit passive. Just kind of go for farming. And not really try to fight each other too much here. But I guess if well, whichever team hits level 2, we could see an engage break out, and we could have a little bit of fighting happening right off the back of that. But you know, Hypnos already taking his wolves here. We have BNZ go for his as well. He's a little bit slower than obviously that Hypnos or that Kha'Zix right now. Top lane, MyW. We'll call MyW for the rest of the time. MyW a little bit behind in farm, but you see Calamity just shove that lane as quick as possible, trying to force MyW to farm under turret, and that's going to be very tough to do, obviously, as a Garen. But right now we see a little bit of engaged bottom. We see Jinx get knocked out, ignited. They're going straight in for this, but the nice stun comes out of Sottle. Does actually stop Rika from following up with that one. But you can see the aggression they're able to pull off with that very early on level 2 that we were kind of expecting. Hypnos going to be going for his red, as well as DNZ. Obviously, Hypnos a little bit faster. And I'm curious to see if he's going to visit that top side or just go back to farming. It looks like he might just do the latter of those two. And over in middle, 13-5 CS lead for Vince. Doing a fantastic job of keeping up here. Went for the door and shield, just trying to keep the extra regen, just stay alive. In middle, and he's doing a fantastic job. He's really keeping Lunatics off of that farm and doing some very good harass as well. And Hypnos and BNZ, looks like they're going to go in for the first ganks here. We do have BNZ coming on from the bottom side. He is level 3. They might make this an aggression that SK have been pulling off work against them. And there's actually no ward down a spot. Rika, it looks like he's going to go for the ward here. We do see Leona go for the engage on the line, so we see the stun land on Rika. He's getting very low. He's red buffed up as well. And Alistar coming up with a nice little bit of a pulverize and head, but keeps Rika alive, but not before he's forced to actually use that flash to escape here. In the meantime, Hypnos looks like he's going for a little counter jungling. So he actually did go for that gank right there. Just try to hold Pantheon back a little bit and You see, Vince just doesn't even care. He just does not care about this damage that Lunatics is doing to him. He has 47 magic resist. He has a Doran Shield. He has a health pot, which he just used right there after getting hit with that turret a couple of times. And it looks like they want to make this dive happen, and I think they could. They could pull this one off. Lunatics can be forced to flash away or do something, or just stand there. Oh, that is the worst time to have to pause. He was just stood there. He didn't run away. Oh my god. What? That's gonna be first blood. They are not gonna back away from that one either. You just saw him standing there typing in /pause. Oh, that is the worst thing to have happen. He's ready, but you know he's not gonna live. You just know he's not gonna survive this one. Holy crap. Okay, looks like they're ready here. Lunatics, he knows he's dead. He knows he's dead. Let's see if he survives this one. Oh, nope. Oh, wow, HP gets very low. Forces the flash of him at least, and I guess they trade a flash for a flash, but that first blood does come in for Hypnos, and it's a little bit unfortunate for him. Obviously, you know, BMC wasn't able to get up there quick enough since he was bottom lane. Hypnos gonna get a good chunk of farm here as well, pushing this lane in, and that's kind of why I don't see very many like assassin junglers lately, which I might start to pick up a little bit. Just the fact that you need a lot of farm, and if you're not, I guess, getting the kills, like you need to be able to farm it quite a bit. You need to be able to put that pressure on MyW. Getting a little bit low here under that turret. He's not getting that regen on that he needs, but you know, he needs a lot of farm, and right now he's at 21 CS, so he's actually pretty much equal to his AD carry or mid laner, and MyW actually could get dove on here. Calamity, I think he could pull this one off if he does get that stun off. Let's see if he has his cooldowns. They are available. Slice Dice has come back up, but lane is shoving. Well, he's trying to shove the lane back in here to really open up that potential gank, and we'll see if he goes for that one a little bit later. Bottom lane, seeing Worldist be aggressive here against get on Rika just to kind of force him out. Anderson eating up that Q out of Jinx does help minimize a little bit of damage here, and you see him pretty much out of mana as well, so he's going to have a very tough time keeping Caitlyn healthy, and just the aggression that Worldist been able to do bottom, been able to give them a solid control. You can see that 37 to 27 CS lead they have bottom. Top lane, it's an advantage of Calamity currently over on Renekton. It's not that big, and I would hate to be Lunatics right now because Hypnos knows his flash is down. Vince is just over halfway to level 6, and they're going to go straight for this dive here. He's not going to escape this one. He's going to go down here, but who's taking this one up? Calamity gets a kill in the meantime. The top lane on MyW. Vince going to take this one up. On Hypno to go for the kill here, but he gets ignited. He gets very low. He goes for the jump onto him. He gets stunned on a turret. He's going to go down with a 1-for-1 turnaround right there. In the end, we did have SkillsUp pick up another kill on that top side, and Calamity, well, it wasn't really that low here, and you see MyW pushed up pretty far in that lane, just trying to get a lot of farm in. Right now, Lunatics only level 4, has respawned back in, but Vince, he's almost level 6. Hypnos, let's see what level he's currently at. He's at level 5 and close to halfway. So he might potentially see another gank come in there and to really punish that castle and keep him down. You even see the 2 cloth armors picked up with the Ruby Crystal. He's just trying to survive his lane right now. He's already down 20 CS. He's having such a tough time. I'd definitely hate to be in his shoes, and we'll see if maybe he can turn that one around. Meantime, bottom, building up, well, actually not building up, losing that CS lead a little bit here. Just checking out chat, seeing what you guys have to say. Obviously, you know, in chat, let me know who you guys think is going to win this one. Obviously, it's 3-1. It's in favor of SkillsUp, but let me know in chat. Let me know on Twitter at JKaplan what your guys' thoughts are. I always like to read those and see who you guys are really rooting for, and even give a reason why. That would help out as well, so I can, I don't know, just look at it and see what you guys are thinking. Right now, Vince going to be going for that Brutalizer. Looks like he's going to go for a little bit of a ward action going on. No, he's actually, no, he is. Okay, about to say. Like, he doesn't have another ward on him, but he does. And right now, MyW, level 6, getting forced out. Calamity going for the dive under the turret and picks that one up. Panther gonna go for the drop on the top side, but it's gonna be too late. He should just cancel that one, but he commits to it. He does not have flash. That is not a good sign if you're Worldist. You cannot use that Pantheon ultimate in that kind of situation. You need to pick up a kill from that since it's just so deadly. It's so hard to kind of counter. But unfortunately, he doesn't cancel it, commits for it, and ends up losing out on that one. So Calamity gonna build up his lead a little bit further here on the top side. Looks like blue will be donated over to Lunatics, as well as Vince was able to get his. Hypnos still level 5 right now. I wonder if he's gonna actually level up or evolve that leap, or evolve that Q. And I want to say it's gonna be that leap to get that extra range. Let's go and see here. What is he actually gonna evolve? All right, so he's actually gonna go for his leap. Just get the extra range, make those ganks happen a little bit easier, and also get in and out of those ganks There's Lunatics who has hit level 6, so he does have obviously that ability to get away now. But can he survive that damage that Vince and him will be able to put down? I'm not sure if that's really going to happen here. And they're actually not going to be spotted going down towards the bottom side. Looks like they want to potentially go for a dragon or go for that gank onto this bottom lane. There's going to be a pink ward in this tri-bush, and they're actually going to tank the long way around. They're going to go for a little bit of counter instead of that gank. They're going to pick up this red here, and if Vince, if he can get this would be very bad for BMC. And right now he's trying to fight a little bit. The smite does go in, and it looks like Vince won't be able to pick the one. Hypnos does get it, but they're going to start heading down towards bottom. They're going to be sorted up by that pink ward. SkillsUp just going to make sure they're able to escape this one without being harmed. And Dragon becoming ever more likely possibility right now. And Vince able to scare away Lunatics right there with the help of Hypnos. Meantime, top lane, a nice 24 CS advantage in favor of Calamity. He's not stopping, even built damage here. One for a Brutalizer. Another pause. Even one for a Brutalizer right there. For some extra damage. Not really too worried about the damage that MyW can do. And you can see those 2 Doran's Blades picked up for him. Trying to get some extra sustain in lane, not to mention easier last hitting under that turret. I'm not a woman, but I can multitask. It's not that difficult. Apparently admins are letting me know something about Soddle. Oh, no, let's just put my mic. Apparently my mic's a little bit too close to my face. Let me guys know in chat. I'm honestly not sure. I can't tell. I haven't touched any settings since the last time I've been in here. I don't know what that sound just was. But apparently, Leona has DC'd. So that knocking on wood, unfortunately, didn't really work out too well for me. That is unfortunate.
A summoner has reconnected.
Alright. So he has reconnected here. Apparently he's having massive lag. Either with that, or even with that, they're still doing a fantastic job bottom lane. Still have a CS lead. I guess they could have been a little bit more aggressive later on. My mic is fine. Good. Okay. Yeah, that clap. It's every time we have a pause, my soul just dies a little bit on the inside, and my hands get ever closer to my Pokemon X that's sitting right next to me. All right, looks like the game's back underway here, guys. 4-1 in favor of SkillsUp. 12.8 thousand gold to 10.8, so they have a nice 2,000 gold lead only 9 minutes in. I want to say Dragon should be happening soon, because Kha'Zix can just tear through that, and he already has a Spirit Stone, so he's going to be able to build up to whichever one he wants to go for. I'm assuming he wants to go for the Spectral Wraith. Not Spectral Wraith, sorry, the Elder Lizard, for a little bit of extra damage, and then also dot. We'll see what he goes in a little bit. We do have Pantheon visiting that bottom side. He does have his ultimate up in just a second here, and they could make this gank happen. He's going to be backing away. He's not spotted by a ward, but you can see SKU, they realize. All right, guys, Pantheon's ultimate's going to be up. We need to play passive. We can't afford to let this lead slip away. Let's not be too aggressive. We obviously have Rika. He's going to have his flash, or he has his flash up now. If everyone with summoners available, let's just not give away this advantage that we've been able to accumulate here through the past 10 minutes. But meantime, it's been pretty quiet throughout most of the game. See, Lunatics 49 CS to the 71 of Vince. So he's not having the easiest of times, but he's sitting on 1,000 gold, so I wonder if he's going to go straight into that Seeker's Arm Guard, which I'm assuming he's going to have to here, but Vince is going to have that Brutalizer done. He's sitting on 1,400 gold. Is he trying to harass Lunatics? Is he trying to keep from backing? No, just let that one slip away. And with that back, they're like, all right, Dragon, guys, we can pull this one off. There's going to be a pink one in this bush. I think Vince is going to spot this one out. Okay, he just walks by. It doesn't really care either way. Push for the Dragon. They should be able to pick this one. In the meantime, top lane, MyW was getting dogged on by Calamity right there. MyW surviving with the use of his ultimate. A Calamity, well, surviving a little bit better. Also gonna have that sustain from his Q, and not to mention that Doran's Blade. So that's even a bigger advantage now building up with that Dragon picked up by Skills. I sound hot. Nice, nice. I've been working out. I've been got a good pump on today. I'm quite happy about that. All right, Sweeping Lens picked up for Calamity. A little bit interesting to see a top laner go for that, but it will make the gank possibilities a little bit easier. So the Elder Lizard hasn't picked up by Hypnos, so going for that little bit of extra damage. And it looks like potentially a Brutalizer right after that. MyW going for the Chains Vest, so he's trying to get tanky like he needs to be as Garen, but honestly, I'm not really convinced by this pick. I know how it can work out, but once he died to Calamity one-on-one earlier on the game, it just was a downward slope from there. 95 to 58 CS now. And Calamity's only to get stronger. Picked up that Giant's Belt as well. So level 9 to level 7 on Lunatics. Has just obviously hit level 8, but you can see the damage that he can apply and also the threat he is just by being close to him. You see, you know, Lunatics not even worrying about the damage that he can do back to him, but gotta give another round of applause to the pause. Fun stuff. My Frogadier is waiting for me to help out It's level 22 right now. I've been working on it quite a bit lately. Oh well, hopefully this does get fixed up shortly. Obviously, don't want to be playing this with lag with what's on the line. I mean, 250 euros for first place, but the big thing is getting into those into those playoffs, into those finals, where you can win 6,000 euros for first place, and not to mention 5 Western Digital Black 2 hard drives, and even second place picks up a nice 3,000 euros. So it doesn't really doesn't always suck to get into that. And these two teams are 1 win away from getting there as well. So a lot on the line here. We do see, though, actually, Lunatics went for a Catalyst, so he's not going for that Seeker's Arm Guard just yet. Gonna give him that extra sustain in that lane, and see the game will be starting up here in just a second. 2 foists. If you guys were watching me yesterday casting some CSGO for EPS, they were all speaking German. They were all speaking German, and I was trying to speak German. I cannot speak French, so I'm not even gonna try. And yes, I have a Frogadier. Why would I choose the other two? I don't know. Frogadier looked cooler, and I don't want to be like everyone else picking the same guy, the green one. But I did get Charmander, so it's all good. But either way, Hypno's gonna be using this top side. No ward's gonna be spawning him out here. I'm assuming they might want to go for the dive, which is actually something they could pull off here. They're trying to bait out my W, as we do see Hypno's going to the side. Some damage being put down onto him. He's not getting stunned up here. The turret gonna be dove under Calamity, tanking this one up. Gonna actually back away. Meantime, Hypno's gonna go for the flash. Gonna pick up the kill. And again, all too easy for SKU now. SkillsUp, 5-1 lead here, 12 minutes in. And they're showing no signs of stopping now. Vince. Oh, the super rig. Oh no, it's going. It's going. It's gonna hit. He gets the kill. Oh my god. How does that happen, Vince? You saw it go right in front of you. You saw it coming. You had wards. Why did he not move? Oh man. All right, so Zeddy, he's getting the game a little bit. He got caught up in CS, but that kill's gonna help out. I have no words for that. I really have no words. I don't know how that would happen, or why that would happen. Ah, jeez. All right, we do see middle lane. Vince. Oh, soloing Lunatics. That's kind of what we expected. Lunatics was even forced to use his flash and his ignite, and Vince still has his flash up, so you can just see the damage he's able to apply here. Ward, unfortunately, not gonna get over the wall, but they will get the turret off of that. And they will extend their lead a little bit further here now. About 13 minutes into this game, and my W, he is just being punished left and right on that top side. Sorry for the squeals, by the way. I know I sound like a little bit of a... I get really high-pitched, let's just say that sometimes when I get excited, but... I'm just speechless on how that could happen. I don't know. Like, I'm not the best player in the world, but... Anyways, I'll just stop talking. I'll skip over that one. We do have a 2-level advantage on the top side for Calamity. Picking up that Sunfire Cape very soon. Has a Giant Spell with the Chain Vest. And he's showing no signs of stopping at all. We do see BMC going for the split of the Elder's as well. So going for a little of extra damage. Lunatics gonna get his own blue as well as Vince. And I'm just worried that, you know, with that Bilgewater Cutlass picked up and he used in the last fight, he's just getting stronger and stronger. That Blade of the Rune King is gonna be done soon, and it's gonna be very difficult for Lunatics to do anything against this. He has his Seeker's Arm Guard finally done, but it's just not gonna help. I mean, let's just check out how much armor he has. 90 armor. Vince has the turret down. He can roam. He has blue buff. His ultimate's gonna be off cooldown right in about a second or two. Actually, it's, I was about to say it might be bugged out a little bit because of the pause, but in about 10 seconds it'll be up. And he should be able to 100 to 0 him again. And he's not being punished. He's pushed up very aggressive right now. They do actually spot him, spot BNZ coming in from that ward at Wraith, so Vince is gonna have such free reign over this lane. He already has a 50 CS lead. So I'm imagining he's gonna help out these other lanes here momentarily. Dragging up in about 2 minutes. So that should be a very likely possibility again very soon. And remember, we did have SKU pick up that red buff a little bit early on. Stole it away from Worldist, but I'm not gonna do it again. Continue to shove that middle lane here. My W, nice. Still slipping away in CS. Currently 47 down right now. Bottom lane, though, we have finally a lead going over to Skills. As Rika able to catch up and actually surpass by about 10 here now. So SkillsUp with the help of that dragon, helping out every single lane, not to mention those kills they've been able to pick up. And right now we see SKU potentially going for that red steal yet again. Potentially going for that gank bottom. And they do have at least one sweeping lens to clear all those wards away. I would actually want to assume that Vince should be going for that soon. And just manually buy wards so you can clear all that vision, really start ganking these other lanes. since he's just, well, he's 102 with 136 CS. He's ridiculously strong. He's another 1,000 gold to spend, and right now it looks like he's actually heading down towards his bottom side. He will be spotted by Ward here, but Hypnos is coming in as well. They do have Alistair for the engage, but will he pull it off? He does have Flash. He does actually Flash Pulverize, catches both of them, knocks back Jinx right into him. Hypnos comes over the side. That's going to be a dead Jinx, and he sees that going straight into solo kill. He has the ultimate off onto the K ultimate coming in as well. Will they have the damage? One more hit. There it is. 2 kills coming in very quickly for SKU, and now Dragon up in about 30 seconds. They can transition into that right away. And that is that Roman's 2-man assassin squad. I guess it's 4 since they were all down there that they can pull off. Hence picking up another kill, getting even stronger. And this is starting to look very, very bleak if you're a Worldist fan.
The turret has been destroyed.
Oh god, chat. I don't even know what you guys are saying. I'm actually reading some of those. It's pretty funny. Yeah, Shushay actually won Season 1 in middle for Fnatic. I think Cyanide was on the team as well as Xpeke back then. Alright, Dragon has come up. Has to be taken yet again here. A lot of life left on it. I can click it without you guys seeing. Nope. Yep, there he goes. It actually gets taken down, and now Vince being forced to run away. Ultimate, soon make a death rocket coming in, but it's just not enough damage, and I think they're trying to combo that one in. Get that 100% guaranteed crit coming out of Pantheon, but either way, it doesn't work, so another ultimate down by Worldist, and Calamity with that Sunfire Cape now done. He can just keep trying to punish MyW. However, he hasn't been able to kill him lately. He's been able to hold his own in that top lane, which definitely helps out quite a bit, even though he's, well, he's now 50 CS behind. It's the gap's growing even bigger and bigger. But 2 greased up fat lads from Grimsby, as Demon would say, going head to head there in that top side. But the real story is Lunatics. We all know a Kassadin, what he can do if he gets fed. He can be 0 and 10 in the beginning of the game, but if he picks up a couple of kills, he can really start to snowball. And right now, he's gotten 1, but 1 isn't enough. He needs more. He needs something to really get going in this game, and you're seeing a 3-man push squad come out of SKU on this middle turret. It's already missing a little bit of life here, and Rika has that zeal and that bloodthirst, and you have obviously Larkson there to help out if they do go for the engage. And it's just going to jump away back out of that one, and they're leaving Vince to solo farm and solo push this bottom lane with that Blade of the Rune King now done. He's level 12. He's the highest level in the game at the moment, and that's going to apply a lot of pressure when he really starts to pick up a couple more levels. If it's level 16, have that rank 3 ultimate, he should be able to 1v1 anyone. And right now, SKU are going to take away the vision from blue. Should be coming up about a minute, I believe. And they have that gank on the top side to potentially come in, but they do scare MyW away. Calamity going to pick up the turret off of that. That's now 3-1 in favor of SkillsUp. And Calamity, I don't think he's going to show any signs of stopping. He's just going to continue to push this one in. He's not really afraid at all. He's actually going head-to-head against MyW, losing a little bit of life here, so he has to be a little bit careful. But with that Brutalizer, with this Q, obviously has enough sustain to make that one happen. In the meantime, you're seeing, you know, Jinx needs to farm up bottom, but Vince is just pushing it, and no one can 1v1 him right now. We do see actually Pantheon getting caught erect and coming from the side. Can BMC actually escape? He does force the flash. He is able to escape. Oh, why? Why'd you go back in? I mean, Leona was coming, but it's not good enough. Renekton does fall to the Super Mega Death Rocket as we have Solid coming from the side. Larson getting caught here. Doesn't have his ult enough anymore, but he's going to go down from this one, so they do pick up 2 kills for the 1 death. But in the meantime, you're seeing Vince push this bottom lane all by himself. Turret going to be dropped down about a 3rd life after he's done with this one. And I feel like BNZ just didn't need to die from that one. That's gonna get scared away a little bit here by MyW. Actually, MyW could probably pick up the kill here as Vince tries to turn around for the Blade of the Rune King, doing some good damage to MyW, but look at that, it only takes down half life here, and MyW chasing down the ultimate use. He's gonna drop, and MyW making work of that Garen finally here after about 20 minutes, picking up a kill for himself and shutting down, well, it wasn't a shutdown, but stopping Vince in his tracks, kept the turret alive, and now this allows the rest of his team to push middle here and see if they can get this turret down. It's already about half life right now. Rika not quite the ways quick enough. He easily could get dove on by Lunatics if they do want to make this one happen. Leona's there as well. Yeah, Pantheon come from the backside. Actually, Rika getting caught by the traps. The Chompers actually flashed off the wall. The Ignite's going to be taken away. He should actually survive that one. Actually, no, he goes down to it either way. Hypnos and does go down as well to Jinx. And now, out of nowhere, Worldist, with that sacrifice that BNZ pulled off, that selfless act that he did, they're able to get a couple of kills here and really get back in this game. SWAT. How to lose a 1 game. Alright, turret does go down. And 9-7. Still in favor of SKU, 20 minutes in, but it's about a 5,000 gold lead, and we're almost tied up in turrets now, so the game is becoming closer. Let's get into more of a critical point. Let's see, Calamity will be spotted out, but that blue buff should still go over to them either way. Lunatics should pick that one up, and now, as we were just talking about, a Kassadin. You can be 0-10 to begin the game. If you pick up kills, you can start to snowball. He went from 1-3 to 3-3 in a matter of a minute. He has 2,000 gold to spend. He's going to have his Rod of Ages done if he wants to pick that one up right now. There it is. And he's going to start to hurt quite a bit. And as Swat was saying in chat, that's exactly right. How to lose a one game. It's always not over just yet. You still have quite a bit more to go, but when you have a lead like that, if you're on the side of SKU, you can't really let that one go. And I guess Vince kind of overestimated the damage that he could do to MyW and ended up going down from that one. But he's back, pushing bottom yet again here. He does have that pickaxe and those boots mobility. Should be able to get the turret on this go. And that will be another turret going over to SKU. And as long as he keeps split pushing like this, when there's only one man, MyW can really go head-to-head against him for now. I don't know if it's going to continue to stay that way. He's going to be able to keep putting pressure and keep picking up those turrets and really punishing the side of Worldist. And MyW going in for it again here. He's doing some good damage. Vince thought about half-life. He does have his ultimate available here, but Vince going to be able to escape, going to back away. In the meantime, the rest of the team going for the engage onto this middle turret. We do see Subtle get the ultimate onto Hypnos. Hypnos should be going down from this one. Zeddy going to go down to the Ignite as well as Renekton in there with the ultimate flashes in. Subtle so low on life, but they're going to go for BMC here. He's going to fall as well. Rika's going to pick that one up. And that is a successful dive with Hypnos, the only one going down, but picking up 2 kills. And they get a turret off that as well, 5-2 now. And I don't think they're done. I think they can get this inhibitor turret without anyone really pushing them away. MyW gonna get shoved out by Larkson. The ultimate comes in on Vince. Even with the pulverize, he picks someone up. MyW picking up another kill for himself, and it forces them back. It stops them from going for that inhibitor turret. And that Garen, just as I was saying, it was just not really convinced by. He's able to pick up quite a few kills that he really needed to help stop the pressure. And it worked out. Vince, though, picked up that last Whisper. So that armor that honestly might have been able to pick up won't be able to do too much. And now we have a game here, ladies and gentlemen. Only about a 7,000 gold difference, but we're at that point in the game where that really, I mean, it is a lot. I won't even lie to you. That is a lot of money to have, a lot of a difference to have. But if SKU keep getting overly aggressive like this, it won't count for anything. I mean, they're trying to go for a split push strategy, you know, having Vince go bottom. And then they just seem to go for fights in a 4-on-4 position where, you know, Vince, he's the one that's really fed on his team, at least in terms of farm and kills right now. He's the one that's really bringing the damage here. Right now, Dragon Beat started up, down about half-life. We do have BNZ coming in to contest it here. And I want to say that should be going over to Worldist here, but right now, let's see who it goes to. Actually, does get taken them. Larkson goes in from the side, knocks up 2, but now he's being forced to run away here. We do see Lutex go straight in the back of Rika, as well as MyW. Rika, he's not going to survive this, but what's going to happen in the meantime on the other side of the fight, as we do have Zeddy, he actually goes down eventually over to Zed, and now he's going to be able to potentially escape. So no, gets silenced up, gets stunned up, he's going to die, and they trade 3 deaths. Oh, Larkson going to get jumped on by Pantheon and Lunatex. He should go down from this one. He does have boots mobility, however, but he's still going to run into someone. And Dragon taken by Worldist, and 4 kills for only 1 death. This is Worldist. I honestly counted them out. I didn't think they had a chance, but now taking that 7,000 gold deficit, turn it into only 4,000, and applying this pressure, they have just stopped SKU in their tracks, and have really brought a game for us in this first semifinal. We obviously have the next one coming up with HT Team versus GG Call Nash. HT Team, you might recognize some of the players: Hercubot, Schleia, Doiby, and Nono. I believe Nono's on the team. It looks like he is. That turret going to be kept alive just for a little bit here. Calamity did decide to go for that top lane instead. Shove that one down a little bit more. And Worldist, they are not done at all. Even with that 70 CS difference in middle, with those kills that Lunatic's been able to pick up now, 5 and 3. In the matter of about 5 to 7 minutes, man, he's picked up 4 kills. The gold difference isn't that big between the 2 mid laners. It's about 1,000 gold, and he has 2,000 to spend, so he's going to be able to pick up another item. You know, have Baron being aggressed on, but not started just yet. SKU got to back away from that one. Continue to push middle out here. Sunfire Cape has been picked up by Pantheon, so going straight into that armor that he needs. And that's what we were talking about earlier on, that, you know, SKU, they're full AD team. Build some armor against that, you can definitely shut them down. And Rika is going to go back to farming with that static shiv. We do see Zeddy on the other side. Has pretty much exactly the same items, just down about a pickaxe right now. Are they going to... No. No. What? No. Why? No. Back away. Why? Why would you try to throw the game here? SKU come from the side. They're going to have to back away from this Baron. It's down to not even half life yet. It's going so slow, and they just took all that damage from that. That might give SKU the engage that they want to. Pantheon, he's going for a what are you doing? Dropping way back there. You're not even in a good position. He's going for Hypnos, trying to stun him up, and he does eventually get the Hypnos. He's going to fall here to this one, but the backside for World, they're actually going to flash over the wall. Zeddy's going to stay alive here. Hypnos, he's actually still alive right now. The ultimate just completely whisked. Lunatic's trying to escape that 2-man squad that's chasing him down, and MyW trying to go for some sort of kill right now. He's being forced to back off this. He doesn't, or he does have red buff on him, but no one else team does have that. Calamity jumping straight in. He is full health right now, chasing him down. The slice nice second charge, not gonna come off, or already was used earlier on. And Hypnos still running away. My W, he's gonna go down from this one. And that was just, and that's actually, no, what, is he? No. He's surely not gonna escape this one. Vince has his clone up. There it is! No, it's not enough. He's still running. He has a speed up. He's getting the regen on. He's gonna live. All right, so he's gonna survive that one. In the meantime, he's stalled a little bit on top of this Baron as we see SKU trying to go for it here. Now Vince getting caught a little bit by Lunatics, doing some good damage onto him. Saddle obviously coming from the side. They can't stop this Baron. Look how unhealthy the SKU is. Lunatics going for it. He's going for it. He's gonna pick up the kill. Baron, it's so low life. He kills Hypno. He kills the Smiter. Will they actually try to steal this one? Who's gonna pick it up? It actually goes over to Cassidy. He gets it. He jumped right on top of it, picks up another kill. He's gonna continue to go for this. Why not? Rika getting slowed up. He's gonna get the sides. He's picking up a triple kill. He's not gonna get the Penta. His Penta comes in for the 4th kill. But now Larkson, he's gonna go down. Oh my god, what is happening in this game? Okay, Lunatics, he might not pick up the kill to Larkson. Okay, he's gonna go for it. He gets the kill. He gets 4 right there. He's now 9-3. And that is how damn quickly a game can turn around on you. Oh, jeez. Why would you keep doing Baron instead of just killing Lunatics?
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
I don't even know what's going on in this game. Either way, Talisman of Ascension has been picked up by Larkson. So we'll have a speed increase, obviously. Vince trying to come from the side here. He's only level 14 now. He kind of stopped his leveling up. He hasn't really been able to pick up quite many more items. He hasn't been able to split push anymore. And we're going to see the first inhibitor actually go down in favor of Worldist when they were being pushed on their inhibitor turret themselves. And that's why Casson always gets banned. Yeah, I'm reading that in chat as well. That's... Let's just say I was mentioning that earlier in the picks and bans. And he's probably gonna be first picked, and I also said even though he was being hurt very, very harshly in lane, 9-3-5, 10.7 thousand gold. He actually has more gold now accumulated throughout this game than Vince, than the guy who was able to punish him in lane. How much does he have to spend? 2,600 spent. So he's gonna have a death cap or zonies if he wants. I'm assuming he's gonna go death. I want to say he's gonna go death cap. He obviously can go zonies to survive, but I feel like a death cap right now give him some extra damage, that, well, a lot of extra damage that he doesn't necessarily need, but will help pick up kills. As long as he floats around the outside of the fights, which with a Garen and a Pantheon and Leona, he can do. And right now, Vince trying to push out bottom. No wards. Oh my god, Saddle. He walked right by. Oh, they see him. They see him. He's gonna come from the backside. He's gonna go for the stun. He's gonna get stunned up here. This means he's gonna go down the ultimate use as well. Vince, will he be able to escape this one? He doesn't have his shackle up for quite a while. He is just perfectly stunned. He drops solo. He goes down to BNC. Even Zeddy trying to go in for the steal right there, and they're gonna go for a 5-man push on this bottom lane with Vince down. The guy who they really counted on to be able to 1v1 Zeddy or 1v1 Lunatics is now completely out of this game, and they're gonna go for a push on this turret. They're gonna pick this one up. They're gonna even things up at 5-5, 9 minutes in, but they are ahead in the kills, 19-14, and they have the goal lead for the first time in the game. I want to say he's gonna go Zonias, but he also has a Blasty Wand, so he goes Death Cap. So I was right. Yeah, that's right in the end. All right, either way, they shove away from that turret. They're gonna keep pushing onto this one with that Baron buff. Oh, Sato, I don't think he meant to do that one. Gets actually nice little bit of an E, a Zenith Blade, but immediately backs away. Will they continue to push on this one? Vince still dead. Baron buff, gonna get some regen into the key target's Pantheon. Oh, he's going for a straight dive on top of this with my W. Lunatics dive to the backside. Lunatics getting too aggressive. The Pulverize comes in, knocks 3 people up. This could be very bad. This would make a Death Rocket. Even came in, didn't do that much damage, but Calamity chasing down Zeddy. Zeddy should be going down off this, but no, Lunatics is legendary. Comes from the side, picks someone up, and will they continue to go for the dive here? Sato's still so tanky. He picks up the kill. Now they're diving on Mugs, and he's gonna go down. This is gonna be 4 kills, and now Hypno, the last man standing, he obviously has that reset factor, but he cannot go in. He cannot pull this one off, and even the GG's being called off with 1 Nexus turret going down the super minions. That is going to be Worldless advancing on, even picking up an extra kill onto Hypnos right there, advancing into the grand finals to go up against the winner of HG Team and GG Call Nash. A ridiculous game to start today off with, and I am still just speechless at how that happened. That should just not happen. That turnaround. I mean, 10-3-7 on Lunatics, 5-4-7 on Zeddy, 4-3-5 on my W, who got shut down the top lane, 4-3-9 on Pantheon, who didn't get shut down. He just wasn't really around the map too much, and they just completely caught SKU out of position every time. and use that to our advantage. So, guys, this means we're going to go to a quick little break here. We're coming up with the next game. It's going to be, as I said, HD Team versus GG Call Nash and Hercubot, Schleya, Doigby, and potentially Nono on HD Team. And you obviously recognize Narcus and Gob, who were on TCM back in the spring qualifiers for Season 3. So when we come back, guys, after a 5-10 minute break, hopefully, we'll begin that game underway. So hopefully we see you guys in a little bit.